The alphabet was easy, but don't forget, the English language tends to be difficult because English is made up from words borrowed from various languages, including German, French, Latin, Greek, and others. Therefore, the words in the English language can lack uniformity and can give rise to a variety of pronunciation problems. If you eliminate these problems from the beginning, your pronunciation will be accurate. What do you have to know first? You have to know that there are two kinds of letters in our alphabet: consonants and vowels. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. All the other letters are consonants. If you don't know them, place the VCR on pause and learn them now. Up to this point, you may not have given much thought to how important the vowels A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y are. They are important because every word must have vowels in it. Words such as egg, jar, nut have just one vowel sound. Other words have more vowel sounds, such as cactus and rubber. Do you hear the two vowel sounds in cactus and rubber? And what else do we see? Right, we see that each of these two words has two parts. Each of these word parts is called syllable. A syllable is a word or part of a word with one vowel sound. The vowels can make two sounds: a short sound, which you'll learn in the first part of this lesson, and a long sound, which you'll learn in the second part of our lesson. Here are the short sounds we learned so far in Lesson 1. A, arrow, E, egg, I, ink, O, olive, U, umbrella. Sometimes Y is a vowel too, but as I said earlier, we'll learn more about that later. You already know the short sounds the vowels make, but what you don't know yet is what makes a vowel say its short sound. It's very simple. When a vowel has a consonant after it, that vowel always says its short sound. This is called the closed syllable rule. Let's try some examples. Let's begin with the short A sound. Say the following short words after me: fat, cat, sat, hat, pat, rat. Now, let's read these words. This time, you read them first, then I'll say them again, and you'll repeat them after me. Map, mat, mad, sad, bag, dad, had, bad. What does a consonant do when it comes after a vowel? It closes or traps in the vowel, and it is called the closed syllable rule. There is one more thing you should know about the sound of the short A. The sound of the short A, changes just a little bit when A has an M or an N after it. Say these words after me: can, man, fan, Dan, ran, Sam, pen, ham, jam, am. Good. Now, listen carefully, and you will see how the short a sound changes in these words. Map, man, sad, Sam. We still hear a short a sound, but it sounds a little bit different with an M or an N after it. Map, man, sad, Sam. See? Map, man, sad, Sam. Let's practice a little bit the other vowels' short sounds. Do you remember the sound short E, says in egg? Right. E, egg. Say these words after me. Economic, ecstasy, bed, fed, red, embassy. Which letters are trapping or closing in the E so it can't get out? Right. The consonants C, D, and M. A consonant after a vowel makes E, say its short sound. Say these short I words after me. Ink, rib, hid, lid, did, zipper, hip, tip, kid, big, rim, kit, lip, wig, pig, mill, hill, ill. Great! Now you can read these sentences. Jim has a cat and Kim has a hen. Jim fed the cat and Kim fed the hen. Great! For more practice, rewind the tape and review the short vowel sounds you learned until now. Now, let's move on to the last two short vowel sounds, O and U. Short O says ah, as in olive. Remember? What does the short O say? Right, it says ah. Say these words after me. Olive, pot, got, mop, top, on, jog, rob, not, loss, toss, God, hot, log, odd, job, fox, box. Wonderful! Which letter traps or closes in the O? The consonant that comes after the O. Let's try the short sound U. Says umbrella. You've got the idea. Which letter closes or traps in the U so it can't say its own name. Right. The consonant that comes after the U. Read these short words. Cut, cup, mud, gun, bus, rug, tub, rut, cub, butt, hug, tug, jug, nut, hut, bun, sub, gull, nun, sun, fun, gum, cuff, sum. You can read now. Here are some sentences for you to try. Jim and Kim ran in the sun. Kim put the doll on the wet rug. Jim fed the cat and the hen. Mum asked Jim to tell Kim to stop running, but Jim did not tell Kim what Mum told him. In the last sentence, you used all the short vowel sounds you learned. Part 2 of our lesson will tell us what makes a vowel long. All we have to do is to follow 2 basic rules. The first rule is called simply the rule of silent E, or the rule of magic E. The second rule is called the open syllable rule, the rule of silent E, or the rule of magic E. The silent E at the end of a word does not make a sound itself, but usually changes the sound of the vowel before it. Don't forget this. Look at these words. What do you see? Right. All of these words end in E. What does our rule say? Correct. The silent E at the end of a word does not make a sound itself, but usually changes the sound of the vowel before it. That means the vowel says its own name, or we can also say that it says its long sound. Can we pronounce then imbib instead of imbibe? Certainly no. The silent E makes the vowel I say its long sound, or we can also say its own name. Say these words after me now. Imbibe, imitate, tape, illustrate, cape, grade, envelope, enumerate, deduce, wire, deflate. Let's go on now to the open syllable rule. A syllable is open when that syllable ends in a vowel with no consonant following it, such as I, we, he, so, go, no. What the open syllable rule does, it makes the vowel say its long sound. Correct. We know that some words may have only one vowel sound, others may have more than one vowel sound, such as rubber. The word rubber, has 2 syllables. Look at another word, beside. This word also has 2 syllables, be and side. Having the word split into 2 syllables, we see that the first syllable is an open syllable, so E says its long sound. The I in the second syllable, side, also says its own name, or its long sound, because of the silent E. Let's review the main entries of this lesson. we learned that we have two kinds of letters in our alphabet, consonants and vowels, and that the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. All the other letters of the alphabet are consonants. A syllable is a word or part of a word with one vowel sound. When a vowel has a consonant after it, that vowel always says its short sound. This is called the closed syllable rule. The sound of the short A, changes just a little bit when A has an M or an N after it. The rule of silent E, or the rule of magic E. The silent E at the end of a word does not make a sound itself, but usually changes the sound of the vowel before it. A syllable is open when that syllable ends in a vowel with no consonant following it. Well, I agree. Lesson 2 was really a long lesson. Rewind the tape and review the subject entries you learned so far. For more practice, you should read a magazine, a newspaper, or even a book. You will be surprised how many words you are able to read now.